So I am here in Lisbon, Portugal. Just got here in Lisbon, and as usual, we'll do a walking street tour just so you could see what it's like to be on the streets of Lisbon. I'm not too sure where I'm going, as always, but let's do it. So, pretty cool sightseeing bus. See in every major city that you go to, hop on, hop off buses. These are good, I think, if you're a little older and you can do the walking and take the subway and this and that. Then yes, just get a big city bus and go around and see the city. But if you can walk and you have the energy, then ditch that bus for sure. Don't do it. Very good architecture here. The theme of Europe. However, the weather was cooperating better in Barcelona. In Barcelona, very mild. The sun would come out every day. For some reason, I thought I was going more south and it would be even better here, but it's been kind of gloomy and a little something out there, but let's see if it comes out. Those clouds dissipate. We'll see. But it is what it is, when you travel, don't worry about all these things outside of your control, like weather and this and that. Just have fun. There's no such thing as a boring city. If you're adventurous, you can make every city a little bit of adventure in your life. So just go for it. I don't know what this is. This is not an educational video, you could tell, huh? I know nothing. It's basically just a raw, unfiltered walking street tour just to show you what the streets of each major city look like, what it feels like to be on the street of the city. For me, like I said, when I wanted to travel, that was the big thing. I would always want to know, what it's like to be on that city, because I can tell based on what I see if I really want to go there. And so that's the answer, that's the question that I'm answering really for my own self. Just like what it's like to be on the street of those cities. Just give you a sense of it. So again, breathtaking architecture. We're heading somewhere that looks a little important there. I don't know what this is. And that's what I like. When I walk and just stumble across things, I'm not planning those trips as to what to do. You just find it. And something to be said when you stumble across something. The element of surprise as opposed to when you plan to go there. So, I really don't make any plans when I travel to cities. I just go and just let it come naturally. And it always works out. I still see everything. I have to say, most of it I have to go back and read because sometimes I see it, I don't know the history. So then I have to go back and read about it. But, it's fine. So it's still Christmas. Big Christmas tree in the backdrop with a star and this. And the question, Lisbon or Porto, is one that's yet to be answered. A lot of people I've talked to says that it's better to be in Porto, more historical city. But this looks good for me too. I like the vibes there. It doesn't have the hectic, crazy vibe of Paris or Barcelona. With due respect, I love Barcelona and Paris. Just seems to be more chill. But I think the downside would be it's not as developed if you're looking for more. Like one of the disappointments I had last night, we got here from the airport 8:39 and the main bus from the airport was already closed. Now granted it was Christmas Day, so maybe that played a factor. Okay. My plan today was not to spend much money. I'm over my budget, but I might want to try some treats, so we'll see. Gospel songs are still being played here, even if it's the 26th. Okay.
Yeah, we're all strange.
I'm singing. That won't help the weather. This is Lisbon, at least a short piece that I'm showing you. I mean, you know, so far so good. I'm not too sure where to go. If I look lost, it's because I'm lost. And I want you to see the architecture. McDonald's are everywhere. I think that's the one thing that follows me everywhere I go. Always a McDonald's around the corner somewhere, man. I don't eat McDonald's, so that's of no use to me. But now and then I have a milkshake, maybe once every 6 months, really. But as long as there's another option, I don't do McDonald's. Well, I have to check my GPS to figure out where to go, so I may have to sign off of this little walking tour. Well, at least you got to see the main part next to the hostel and, you know. We'll take it from here. You could tell this is going to come alive during the night. You know, when you travel, you really get to understand places. Outside of what the guidebook says, I mean, I just have a sixth sense. Once I get to a place, I really know a lot about it just by observation. And the people, the way they dress, the way they walk, the way they talk, the way the streets are laid, everything, the stores, everything. Even the color of the city. There is, you could tell the vibes, the energy, at least for me, you know. And I can say that this place doesn't have the same energy as Barcelona, but I'm sure during the summer, when school is out, it will be a very intense, in a good way, place to be. Streetcars, trams, whatever, different places call it different names. Oh, getting run over. Okay, so I guess I'll make the round and that will be it. Then I'm going to check my GPS and figure out what's next. Today is just to walk. I mean, it would be nice to see the ocean. You know, it's not too far, I believe, from here. I know I will see it in my next destination, which I'm not revealing, but which is really the best. The best is yet to come. The last stop will be the best stop. But I guess it won't be such a bad thing to go see the ocean today. Looks like there's a castle up the hill. I can see, I don't know if you can, but it looks like there's a castle up the hill. So this is not much ground covered. Like I said, just a little, like 10 minutes outside of my hostel. I don't even know if this is the main square, the main area, but you know, and I'm crossing on the red, jaywalking. Do it all the time. In Asia, somewhere in Asia, they do ticket you for jaywalking, but I don't think I've gotten any trouble for jaywalking. All right, folks, so more of the same. Let's see what lies at the corner there. We'll end it there. Walk around some more, take some pictures, see anything interesting, and make a short video. Okay. So, welcome to Lisbon. Lisboa. Everyday design and plant-based food. That sounds interesting. So is this. She doesn't look too happy, but so is this. Well, it's Christmas. What is it? It's Boxing Day, December 26th. So still, I guess, a holiday here, and things would be, this is not normal. Normal operations, obviously. Holiday, I suppose. So the languages have been hitting me a lot here. I mean, it was Dutch, it was French in Brussels, French in Paris, Spanish in Spain, now Portuguese in Portugal, and I have one more to come again. So, it's not like when we go to South America for 4-6 months, it's all Spanish. It's been very different here. Okay. I know very few words in Portuguese, in Spanish and French. The basics, I think, to get me around. So, empty streets. Okay. I think it's best to go back to that main square. Just check this over on the hilltop. Pretty cool. Alright, folks. Let's walk around. At least I'll walk around. Get my GPS and figure this out. And, I'm sorry. Go for the side street here. The side street's always the best place to go. Food and juice. Yeah, I'm trying to discipline myself for the next 2 days because I'll end this on a scam, actually, on a story on a scam. I was scammed in Barcelona and that kind of hurt my pocket. Going to change 160 euros for euro. I ended up with only 75 euro. It's a rookie mistake. I forgot to ask them, do they charge commission? Which is normal, most times they do. I forgot to ask how much. In that sense, if you change money overseas, the first question should be, if I give you 100 euros, how much money do I get? And then you decide if that's something you want to proceed with. Final, how much do I get final? And I did not. And so I was charged 50 euros commission. It's crazy. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's absurd. Once I was signing that paper, it was already too late. Rookie mistake. Very disappointed with myself. That was at least 2 days of travel money there. So anyway, that's why I'm trying to be conservative on the spending for at least the next 2 days. And once I get to my last destination, where it's pretty cheap, I think the budget will be okay. And it might actually work in my favor. So we made a big circle, back to where we started. Lisbon. Walking tour circle. Alright, I think I've seen a lot of what's around here and know what I like and what I don't like. I think this street looks interesting. This is the main square where we started. So, ciao, let's explore. I'll see you later. Okay, bye.